Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing?
Good evening. I'm finding you.
I'm doing well, Diva. Zeke, how are you?
Man, fabulous, fabulous.
Good, good. Sharon, how are you?
I'm blessed.
Are y'all
Thank
ready?
you.
Are you welcome? Are y'all ready for tonight?
Ready?
Yes.
For sure.
Well, let's get
Oh,
started. So, I want to welcome everybody to Jazz Chronicles, where the truth meets transparency and the stories that shape us are told without filters, without fear, and without apology. This episode isn't just another conversation, it's a moment to pause and face the storm, both natural and man made, that continue to test our strength, our systems, and our souls. The world watched as Hurricane Melissa ripped through the Caribbean, a force of nature that left behind shattered homes, broken lives, and questioned about how much more our planet and our people can endure. At the same time, here at home, a government shutdown has left thousands uncertain about their paychecks, their stability, their trust in leadership. We'll explore the effect, the human emotion, and the effects, the tangible consequences of political gridlock that reaches far beyond Capitol Hill. We've also we'll revisit the story of Ajike Owens, a mother, a neighbor, a woman whose life was cut short in a moment that forces us to confront
hey,
uncomfortable truths about fear, race, and what it really means to be a good neighbor. And finally, the sentences of David Pearce, a
let me
man
take
whose
and put
actions
in it.
have left ripples across the entertainment world and beyond, raising hard questions about power, accountability, and justice delayed or denied. So tonight, we're not just reporting the headlines, we're unpacking the hard lines, the emotions, the losses, and the lessons behind every story. Because storms don't always come from the sky, sometimes
Mm.
they come from within us, from our intuitions, and from our silence. So we will get started. But first, before we get started, there are some things that's going on in the community that I would like to bring awareness to. Anyone on the podcast, Zeke, Janice, or Sharon, when I do populate them, you guys can speak on them while I get the other stuff geared up. Here is the first one. Let me make it larger. Hold on one second.
All right. I don't mind going. This is Parent United Against Youth Violence. They are going to have a birthday visual for Aisha Jackson on November the 15th at 4:30 p.m. You can go to their webpage to see the location and all of the requirements like dress warm and etc. They're also going to be candlelighting for those who also have lost a child, and which I will be attending because I've lost a child as well. And we're looking forward to many of you all coming out in warm jackets and doing a visual for the ones that are having a difficult time during this time.
And I also would like to say I personally knew Miss Jackson. Personally, my godson and all that. She was all in with the community doing dancing with Southern Belle. So I personally know her and talk to her and her mom. So that's a personal thing.
I,
I'll be out there also.
Good.
yeah, I hope to see you then, maybe.
I'm sorry. What was that? Okay, he
I
got.
said, I hope to see you out there then.
Okay, I will. You will.
Okay, so here's the next one.
Pre-record ceilings. Oh, I
Zeke, you
don't
want to
know.
have that one?
And that's
All right, so it's the legal
Second,
services.
second.
You know, if you got any criminal record sealings that you need to do, you can be there at November the 13th at between 10 and 2. It's going to be at Sydney Library. This is going to be in Little Rock, Arkansas. So anybody that wants to get their record straight before the new year is done, then they're getting you some free record sealing with that services.
And if anybody, if this, we're going to take this down, but if anybody wants this flyer, you can email jazzchronicles@gmail.com and I can forward that to you. Now, the first topic we're going to get in tonight is Hurricane Melissa. Sharon will be narrating this subject. I'm going to populate a video right quick to play. So just give me just one moment. Move that out the way.
Came here 25 miles of pain. but Jamaica no bow. Listen.
Palm trees bow like they praying to the ground. Roofs fly like paper in a ghost town sound. Mama in the doorway, baby on her chest. Water to her knees, screaming, God do your best.
Kingston lights on Montego Bay in chains. Black River turn graveyard, washing dreams down the drain. 7 angels missing, 20 more in the fight. But every teardrop a seed for morning light.
We lose the zinc, we lose the bar, but never lose the car. One love, one blood, one island in the storm. One love still stands when the hurricane done.
One love still stands
when the power is gone. From the Blue Mountains grind to the Caribbean Sea.
One love still stands.
World sing it with me.
Ooh.
Send a dollar, send a prayer, send a hand.
One love still stands.
Jamaica take my hand.
Ooh.
We bend, we break, but we never fall.
One love still stands.
That's the loudest call.
And Sharon, the floor is yours.
All right. So, Anthony, thank you for that video. Before I go into the hurricane, thank you for that video, Anthony. Can y'all hear me?
I can't.
Okay.
You're going in and out.
Yeah, you were going in and out, but I can hear you. Like your.
Yeah, I'm not touching anything.
Okay.
But y'all please let me know if y'all. Yeah, let me know. Okay.
Okay.
But before I go into this, let me tell JAZS Chronicle. I'm looking each one of you guys in the eyes. If I'm nothing else, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for each and every last one of y'all. This is a very hard topic, and what I've been having to deal with this whole week, dealing with being this close to Jamaica as it is, and to know that family is the most important thing. So I did learn gratefulness and love. So I love y'all. Regardless, I love you guys.
Same here.
Love you too.
Hurricane Melissa. Y'all, I've been in Jamaica ever since 2014. Now, when I started traveling in 2014 to Jamaica, I actually was with a family member that I had to speak about a while back, because I don't speak to that family member anymore, but I also am grateful for knowing that she introduced me to Jamaica. So I always have to be grateful for that. And of course, because we're on JAZS Chronicle and we don't want to be sued, I can't mention no names. But anyway, I started going to there and I established family members, and we've endured some storms. And what I do want to introduce you guys to is the difference between a hurricane and what we call human-induced climate change. When a hurricane comes, really technically comes for it to do its nature, to help nourish the drought season, to help the marine food corps to move around in the sea and do its work. However, I have passion about when I have passion, so y'all can tell me anytime to slow down if you can't understand me. I know that we have a few minutes to get it in, and I'm trying to crunch a lot in, so I don't want to jibble what I'm saying. But I'm just trying to let y'all know that a hurricane ain't really something that's supposed to come and harm us. It's supposed to harm the people of the waters and move on up and be a thermostat, be a temperature warmer for you. But if we're doing things in the water, if we are man-made as doing things, fossil fuels, all those kind of things, it helps with the climate to makes it a difficult charge and it gives the hurricanes a supercharge along the way, and can make it more destructive than it's supposed to kind of do what it's supposed to do. According to IPCC, which is an intergovernment panel climate change, They said that since the Industrial Revolution, which started back in the 18th century, y'all, that human activity has become the main driven of climate change, significantly overpowering the natural causes of hurricanes. So when you have the effect of global warming, extreme weather, when the sea levels rise, when you see the animals trying to break free and all of those things, those happens naturally, but it also causes social economic impact of what we're going through right now. Hurricane Jamaica, the resorts are having to do what they're doing. Families lost their houses, especially the wooded houses. All of them are gone. The animals, the goats, the sheep, the dog, the agriculture. It's all gone and it's all mixed together. So I'm just imagining the bacteria and all of everything that it's not a lovely subject to talk about. That's what's really going on. And especially with the people that there that are stuck and can't get to their family. I want y'all to know that Starlink is ran by Elon Musk. And that's what's been he's been using his electronics to help communicate with our people over there alone, because Digicel and JPS and all of the electricity and the communication is all down. ATM, Negril and Montego Bay, they somehow have started making where some people can get money. But do y'all, Anthony, Zeke, Miss Janice, can y'all imagine your family over there? You cannot send them some money.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, Sharon, let me ask a question, Sharon. So I know Jamaica and Haiti and Cuba and all that, they were affected with Hurricane Melissa. Do you have a death toll? Ma'am?
I knew that one of you guys was going to ask me that question. So of course, I said I knew one of you guys was going to ask me that question. And as of today, NBC says that it's a 67 and going. Okay. But you won't know that number because, again, there are people that have not been gotten to. They are isolated. So they are still in counting, because not only they're going to die, from the storm, but they are actually isolated, you guys.
Right. Now,
I just, hello, Jaren. I see you and I want to acknowledge you. I see you, Jaren. Hey.
Yeah. Hey, Jaren.
Hey, Jaren.
Now, Zeke, do you have anything you want to add that you can add to this Hurricane Melissa?
Yeah, I'm going to go into the details. I was just asking you guys. It was like, can y'all imagine how it felt not being able to send your family members money? They can't get no water. They can get a little food. And right. Where my village is at, South Lamar, more in the Strout Boogie community, they have just recently, as of yesterday, you guys, there was one text that was given because Starlink was there, able to give everybody an opportunity to just send a group text out to say, I'm fine. I heard from my brother and sister. So that's why I told y'all I'm grateful. Before the podcast started, I got my text.
We're going to say hello.
We also can...
I'm sorry. I just want to say hi to Connie. She's on too. Connie Osuela.
Hey, Connie.
Hey, Connie.
Yeah, we have what we have on our JAZS Chronicles page. I think, Anthony, you showed it in the video where we have what we needed for Jamaica. I will be going and traveling there in December. We have certain things like tarp, like crackers, cheese. Tuna. Different items that we have on the page to say of the things that we are donating. I like the fact that we can have deodorant, sanitation napkins, diapers. I even like, what is those things that back in the days when we used to have, when we didn't even have diapers? Why is the internet? The cloth, the wet cloth, so that if they don't have the opportunity for diapers, but mostly hygiene things. American Airlines, as of November the 9th, are letting you go to Jamaica, and if you're going there, your luggages are free. so that you can take relief stuff over there for your family members. And so check with your airlines if you're still planning on going. I'm going to wait to the end of where my ending is to say about whether you should go or shouldn't go. But because it's in my ending. Is there any questions that you guys have before I keep going?
Well, I would just like to say, when you asked the question about how do we feel about if our loved ones or friends over there, I know it could be very devastating, but what I am glad about that the U.S. government has sent $12 million to include food supplies for 40,000. So that's a relief, hey, for the U.S.
That's great. Absolutely.
I am excited about
Absolutely.
that. And I was going to say as well, because if it wasn't for the U.S. and many other people that has donated billions, and y'all hear what I'm saying, billions. I didn't want to really call out a whole bunch of people's names because it's a whole bunch of scams going out there, the ones that saying that who has donated and who hasn't donated. And I'm not going to no debate on who done what and what has done, but the ones that is getting it, there are people that still are in the what you call the isolated areas that has not been reached. And so hopefully those millions and billions that has been sent, hopefully it eventually gets to them. Right. We also will be doing a donation drop box off at Ife's restaurant. That's 2420 Junction City Road. We'll be donating if you want to drop off and contribute to me when I'm leaving, going, not to me, but to the community for hygienes and different things, different things that we can to take so that some people can get it hands-on. Because although those things are being donated, I surely would like to know that it's hands-on, that people are really getting these donations. Any other questions?
Absolutely.
Do you know the
Y'all know, I know it's a subject that doesn't want to be talked. Ma'am?
I was going to ask you, do you know the biggest challenge in coordinating relief efforts for Jamaican? Did you know the biggest challenge that they had?
Surviving, Miss Janice. That's the biggest challenge. Was surviving, because as they were saying, seriously, you know how we get storms. It was like out of nowhere, even though they knew that it was warm, but it wasn't no rain and it wasn't no thunder. It wasn't no lightning. It just happened. So surviving was the biggest challenge. And when you listen to the TikTok shows and stuff like that, that's all they're saying. They're saying that as long as they survive, okay, they don't have roofs over their head. They're not acting like we do, privileged, of course. You know, their challenge was surviving, literally.
And I just want to add some context to that also. Some of the other challenges is the collapse of the infrastructure that are there, the buildings, the roads and stuff like that, the bridges. So that was one major thing. Also, they had limited local resources there.
Right.
So they don't have emergency supplies and stuff that are readily available for them. Communication breakdown, like Sharon said, that they couldn't even have communication. They can't even call out or get information in. So that was another one. And just coordinate all those services and benefits internationally has been troubling for them. They just hadn't got it. Nobody's ever ready for a disaster because you never know when they're going to hit. So everybody's always taken off guard, and it's kind of slow. People think slow to move, but once they get going, I'm sure that they will be fine. I pray that they will be fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Here's my thing. Go ahead, Miss Janice.
Well, I just want to add on, another shortage was the helicopter and social workers too. So, because they're going to need social workers. There's a shortage in that.
Absolutely, Miss Janice. Absolutely, Queen.
Yeah.
And then see, here's the thing, though. You would think that with Jamaica being and Haiti and Cuba, them all ready for these storms, that have y'all realized that Hurricane Beryl kept going since 1982 until it became a hurricane last year in 2024. That was devastating as well. Hurricane Melissa done had 3 tropical storms before it actually turned into a hurricane this year. So what I have known is that once they turn into a hurricane, they go down in history. Yeah. So you would think that we would have those emergency things updated. Also the fact that these storms come every 6 years.
Yeah. I saw that too.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
However, we're going to move forward because there's other topics that we have to say. But I will say this: that in the ending, that there's people that's asking that should they go or should they stay, back and forth and going back and forth in Jamaica. They're having a debate about it. But I would say this: should you go or should you stay? Let me tell y'all something. Jamaica gonna make it anyway. They have what it takes because they have had many losses and kept smiling and walking straight, helping each other like we all used to do, giving me hope and desire to go and assist on my own view. I'll give you all an update and show you how unity, love, and togetherness, how we have it. It's not gone outdated, nor will it ever go outrated. Thank you, guys.
Was that a poem?
Hey, now it's words from my heart.
Hey, I see we had a rise in death toll to 32 people. Was that a change in today that you know
Absolutely, Zeke. Absolutely, Zeke. You're kind of, you always a dollar late, a dollar short. Absolutely, it's double since then, my dear.
You better be careful. He got a red bandana behind his head, so you better be careful.
I'm not scared of nothing, but I'm not fearful of God.
Well, okay, Melissa. So we're gonna go. Oh, but Zeke, do you have anything you want to say about this topic? Oh my God.
Well, just wanted to have just a quick question for us as a podcast and for a couple of cities from Texarkana where you are and Hope or wherever and back up to El Dorado. What can we do? I guess we'll get together and see what we can do as a people and put together for Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba, what's going on. Because I know everybody's doing stuff, and we can come together and do whatever we need to do our part.
Just go by E-Phase.
Yeah, I'm gonna say she just said E-Phase. Zeke.
Take your donation.
Did you hear that,
Okay.
Zeke?
I did hear that, but
okay.
Yeah.
I just wondered if it was your hearing aid on tonight.
Oh my God.
I ain't got my
That's
glasses
what El Dorado
on.
could do.
That's why I say I love
We can't worry
y'all.
about Texarkana.
Are they open now? I didn't know.
Don't do that.
Let me tell you something. Open or not, our doors are always open because E-Phase is not just a restaurant. It's a place where people gather.
They open. You just go by
I
there.
didn't think I missed that part. Let's go by.
You just drive by.
Y'all heard Queen. She said, "Don't go there, Zeke.
Don't go there.
Don't
Get
go.
him, Diva.
Okay.
Zeke, don't go there."
Get him, Diva.
Next. Let me see
Y'all heard what she said.
We got a next for you. We're gonna go to our next topic. At the next topic, Diva will be narrating the next topic.
Who?
Diva will be narrating the next topic.
Oh, okay. Oh, which one is that?
That's gonna be on the government breakdown.
Lord have mercy. Okay, we all know, or I think we all know about the government breakdown. Go ahead.
Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay, Diva, you.
Okay, did you put something up? I know it went back and forth. That's all
I just
you
put
had.
something up. Just tell them what the next topic. This right here. Just tell them what the next topic.
Oh, okay,
That's on
okay.
there.
my
Yes,
bad.
ma'am.
Okay. We all know what's going on with the government, right? And some way or some form is affecting either us or we know someone is suspecting. So I would just like to ask some questions. I'll answer the question, then like to know what your answer to the question, okay? If the government was to say what? Don't play with me today, okay? I'm low in iron. Don't do that.
Let's see if I got some iron pills.
Don't do that.
I thought you was gonna give us Marie, I didn't know we got to ask the question. We didn't know. I didn't know. I'm gonna be staying on standby, so I hope I pass the test. That's all
That's
I do. I
okay.
hope I pass the test.
Well, one thing, even if you don't know the answer, I got the answer. Okay, then it could be educated to all of us. Because there's a lot of people. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of answers I didn't know, but till I did a resource. So, the first question, I won't go through all of them. I'll just do the main one. If the government was to face another shutdown, what proactive measure and state or local government takes to support their citizens? Are there alternative systems that could act as a safety net? What you think, Zeke?
That's a really good question.
Resource on this.
I passed to Anthony for 5,000.
Could you say that question again for $1?
You heard it.
If the government was to face another shutdown, what proactive measure can state or local government take to support their citizens?
They can put some money out there. I mean, I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot they could do. I mean, to get ready for that, and I believe they should have had something taken care of for that. And I guess that was my question. Also, was there money put out there, and did it go somewhere else? Because I didn't get mine.
No, you can't answer a question with a question.
With a question, I'm asking you a question. Zeke, just say you don't know, okay?
I thought I answered it.
You did.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just say I
didn't.
just don't know. You would save yourself if you
Anthony,
just say I don't know.
I would think,
Anthony for $2.
To back. To bag Zeke up.
Back him up.
To bag Zeke up. I may not know that answer, but however, I definitely think that our tax dollar paying money should have been the second alternative because that's in reserve somewhere.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, they do need to have local safety nets for a time like this. They need to do leveraging of emergency reserves. Also working with nonprofits would help, and mobilizing community resources are some of the things that they can do.
And another thing, you heard that, Zeke?
We coming for you tonight.
It's your night tonight.
I said it in layman's terms.
We don't understand that.
Give my money. Give my money.
And another thing they could do, they could streamline. They could streamline like the applications and digital, and it would have made it much easier too.
Yeah.
And it could have really, to me, could have communicated more better.
Mm-hmm.
They need to have strategies and clear communication to the citizens about the shutdown. I don't think we got enough of that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't think they were gonna shut down. Especially with some of the programs. Right. I would have never, like food stamp, I would have never thought in the world that they were gonna shut something like that down.
And to add context to that DHS, 1,500 people are losing their job this Friday. They're being furloughed this Friday. They got the letter already last Friday, and so it's going to be cut until the government opens back up. So, and this is right around Thanksgiving, right around Christmas and New Year's like this. It's going to be devastating for families. I'm pretty sure crime could increase, so it's a lot of other things out there that can this affect.
Yeah. But one thing we can look at it do bring us all together.
Yeah.
I think, and I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but Black people know how to get together. If we don't have enough food, we'll put some more water in the pot to make more. I'm not saying other races don't. I can tell about my race, okay? So we know how it is to struggle. We came out struggling, okay? Yeah. So
y'all did.
I forgot where you come from, Zeke.
What did you say?
He said y'all did. You probably the main one struggling, still struggling.
I was sugar sandwiches and all. Believe that.
I remember the sugar sandwich. No, the mayonnaise sandwich. But anyway, going on.
mayonnaise.
Zeke, you're diverting.
I know.
What struggles do you think the low-income family face differently than someone who's not a low-income? Zeke, then Sharon.
What low income? Like I said, the food stamps. I mean, the food. I mean,
Did you say
it's just
selling food stamps?
No, he did.
I didn't sell food, but that's true. Selling the food stamps, yeah, was the big thing. I mean, they were talking about. I've heard on the internet what the women are going to do, and probably going to. Yeah, it's probably going to be pretty bad. I mean, it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be good for men, bad for women.
Oh my
I mean,
God!
Food stamps. Well, I'm just saying.
Shut down.
Well, okay, yeah, exactly. The government shutdown is going all the way down. Yeah,
everything's a business. Huh?
So everything's a business. That $40 is going to go a long way.
Diva.
Zeke, I'm just going to say this. You should be shaming yourself.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You should be really shaming yourself to say that. Then you're going to put the women. Now you're downrating the women, talking about what they're going to do.
No.
You didn't say the men might do it.
That's what the internet is saying now.
He just
Where did you pull that on?
He's just saying how cheap he's gonna be because all he got is $40 because see he's also in the low income people like us. You know, everybody's not privileged to have. Everybody's not privileged to have credit cards and bank accounts and but there's other values besides income that values other people.
Yeah, but ain't nothing like that 40 though.
However, it is just not affecting low income people. I mean, I went to the grocery store. Food is high.
Yeah,
it's high, and people who getting a paycheck, they just living from paycheck to paycheck. So it's not affecting just low income.
Yeah.
So we all working or getting a little income. We just one step below in a shelter,
below poverty.
That's right.
Well, see that. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead.
But what I did realize was that the majority of the Caucasian people was on welfare. They was getting stamps, so I know that hit them the hardest.
Yeah,
it was like 89.7%.
Right, and that's the reason why I really didn't think they were going to shut it down. A lot of people think it's a lot of minority on welfare, getting food stamp, but it was made for them.
Right.
So, but anyway, that's a whole long different story.
But one of the things is that millions of people, millions of family are living check to check. A lot of people live check to check. So it's like if you're living check to check, you'd have no ample savings. So when things like this come, you're not even prepared for it.
Nope.
So
yeah,
you're not.
And it's just absolutely. And just going back, I'm just looking at. I look at myself and I look at my job. I work on commission,
right?
And there was nothing out there for nobody. And right now, vehicles, I sell vehicles, and that's a government. You know what I'm saying? We ride off the government. What the government doing? I mean, there's not a whole lot of cars being sold right now. Nobody coming to buy no car, and the commission.
Eat and drive.
Hello, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So yeah.
So some of the things they do, like I know, is building emergency funds. Like families can build emergency funds, however they can do it, to put something away, to build emergency funds. Also, stocking up on essential supplies. People call it stockpiling. But you can pick up on your essentials, stuff like your toilet paper, your tissues, and different things like that to have it, and that helps in times like this because those are essential goods, canned goods, and stuff, those are very essential. So, but like I said, people don't worry about things like that until it actually happens.
Right.
Everybody, that's why the stores are piled up when it does happen, and you can't get nothing because last minute
it's all gone.
Yeah. Okay.
And I guess that's the bottom line. Well, I just wanted to speak up, put a little 2 cents in before you finish this up there, Janice. I guess that's a big thing with a lot of our groups and stuff that when we get together, those are kind of some of the main things that we should be speaking about. I mean, we should be. Yeah, those are shutdowns. I mean, this ain't. I mean, just because they said government shutdown, like you were saying, Janice, we've been shutting down for years. I mean, we've been living through shutdowns, and they just didn't. We just didn't put a government name on it, so we know that. So,
but here's the thing, though. A lot of things with these families, it's generational, because these families are going off what they were taught and what they seen. It's generation. It goes on and on. If there's nobody there to change that mindset, that directive, then it keeps going on and on and on. I know a person who has mother was in public housing, children were in public housing, their children in public housing, now their children in public housing.
Generational.
So that's a generational, I want to say curse, generational, because no one's trying to do better. Everybody is just content where they are. And so if you have that mindset, it won't change.
But even with that, even though it is generation, even if you have a job, you got people who don't even know how to spend wisely. They might take their money to get their nails done and don't pay their rent or anything, go out and party. So it is just a low income. It's people who work too. That if you don't have your priorities correct, then you're just as bad as they are.
But I think it goes back to conditioning, because whether you have a job or not, it's just conditioning. Because if I have a job, I have money to spend on whatever. They're not spending it on the essentials. They are spending it wisely in their head on what they want, and
absolutely.
They're spending on what they want. They're just not putting it in the right place because they're still not saving. But that goes for even the people who have money. They have more money to play with, where they can frivolously go out and buy this and buy that because they have a bigger reserve than most people. These low income people, middle income people, have just enough to get by, if they even get by.
Absolutely.
And so when a devastation comes through, it tears the whole family apart. But like you said, it's a mindset. It's a change in the mindset.
Okay, and then I just want to end it and say that the permanent loss of this could cost the United States $7 billion to $14 billion.
Wow.
It's kind of sad. I got one more other question. Now, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just asking. Don't judge me. Okay. So if they go back to SNAP next month, are they gonna get the money back from November and December?
I'm talking about like back time.
Yeah. You don't think
back
so?
time?
Your pay.
Now the workers that are furloughed because they're without pay, they are supposed to pay them if they go back to work. If they call them back to work, then the time that they're off, they're supposed to go back and pay them. But at the same time, they are responsible to repay the unemployment if they've gotten it. If they've gotten unemployment during their time of furlough, they have to pay that money back once they return to work.
Okay.
So, but as far as the clients and stuff, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
As of right now, things could change, but as of right now, no.
Okay. I'm done. It's sad, but I'm done.
Yeah.
And we do all know why we have the shutdown, right, Zeke?
Yeah, as I was doing my research, I know it was about bills that are not, about bills that are not being passed or whatever. So yeah, kind of getting more into that and more learning about. Excuse me.
What bills?
So what bills? Like bills. I can pay my bills, right? No. Let's just like Destiny Child. Can you pay my bill? Can you pay my automobile? I mean, something like that, right? That's Destiny Child's or no? Just kidding.
Anthony,
Anyway,
carry on.
No.
Carry on, Anthony. Carry on, Anthony.
Okay. While Zeke recuperates,
yes.
we move on to the next topic. And so the next topic is the perfect neighbor, the Ajike Owens story.
Oh,
that's our next topic, and we will watch this little video.
I am so sorry for your loss. I never meant to kill your mother. I was terrified your mom was going to kill me. I shot out of fear.
Okay. So The Perfect Neighbor, the Ajike Owens stories. There's a documentary out on that. I don't know who had the opportunity to watch it. I watched it. I know
I
Janice.
watched it.
I watched it.
You
Yeah,
watched
I
it.
watched it.
What did you take from that, Zeke, when you watched it? What was your take on
Yes.
that?
Kind of the same thing I've seen in our neighborhoods and in this life, and just being around police and how they react to certain things. My thing was, but they said standard procedure for them to move how they moved. But my thing is, sometimes you have to do things out of the box, kind of, some things have to be done, needs to be done different. Because my thing, I think they should have seen that. They should have seen the monster and reacted a little different and a little maybe prematurely, and taken care. And that would have went way differently.
Now, what about the Ajike Owens story?
I was thinking about Destiny Child. No.
I think Zeke need to be on suspension for 2 or 3 days.
What about the Ajike Owens story?
My God. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, you shaming me tonight, Zeke.
And that is why I'm grateful for each and every last one of y'all. I'm just
We're right in there.
So I'm gonna say. So the Ajike Owens story, like I said, the documentary said, I watched the documentary. But the lady, Susan Lawrence, she claimed it was, stand your grounds. That she was protecting herself. She was in fear of her life. She thought they were going to jump her, beat her up, and stuff like that. But she was very anal. Very anal. She would go back and forth with the kids. She was an antagonist. The kids were playing in the open field beside her home. She did not own that property. The property adjacent to hers, this other guy gave the kids permission to play in the open field. However, it was close to her home, and so she was just irritated by it. Me and Janice talked about this, and I said that I think this lady was in a neighborhood that she was not flush with. When you look at the neighbors and stuff that were there, you can tell that she did not fit in with that environment. So I don't know she was a doctor. She wasn't a medical doctor. She was a PhD. Okay, so she had all this and stuff, and you can tell by the way she spoke and stuff that she was really she shouldn't even been in that neighborhood. However,
exactly.
I don't know how she got there, but she was there, and so she kept having these incidents with the kids, and the kids happened to be Ajike's kids. And she threw a roller skate at one of them, and that's the thing that's what promoted all of this. When she threw the roller skate, he went back and told his mom that she threw a roller skate at him. She went over to address her, and that's when she was shot and unalived there. But it was a back and forth. There were several calls
through the door.
She didn't open the door. The door was locked, and they also argued with her that she was already protected. She could have went into another room and put another door between them, so she did not have to shoot. She was not threatened at that point. But there were several calls made to the police department. Several complaints she made to the police department. At the end of the story, is more or less they felt like all those calls were premeditated. It was leading up to this because she knew what she was going to do in those incidents. And they said that she did not shoot out of fear. She shot out of anger. And when they brought her in for interrogation, they did not arrest her the same night because she said it was stand your ground. So they had to investigate that. So that's why they didn't take her in that night. But when they brought her in and they asked about it, and she said she had watched or studied the stand your grounds law and the other incidents that had happened with other people. So that was already a setup for, why are you watching that? And so they said at that point they arrested her because they felt like it was done, it was premeditated, and what she was saying was not true. All the people in the neighborhood spoke against her as far as then that she was this anal person. She was always, yelling and screaming at the kids and calling them out their name, disparaging comments, racial slurs, all that stuff like that. Now, what I can say is the first incident where the police officers came, they were called, and they came, I think that was back in February. They came, and as soon as the police officer talked to Ajike, and told her, hey, just kind of keep your kids, y'all just don't leave her, just don't go over there, leave her alone, and da-da-da, whatever. When the police was leaving, she went and got her dog. And she said, and the police said, what are you doing? She said, oh, I'm going to walk my dog. To me, I felt like that was picking. That was to tell the lady, hey, the police came, they didn't do nothing, so now, in your face. And I think that kind of irritated her. So I know, it's an unfortunate incident, but I mean, when I looked at it, I did see some stuff that, the lady, like we all know, if you lived in that environment stuff, those kids probably get on your nerve because it was a matter of respect. If your kids and stuff are over there making up all this noise, there's no consideration for your neighbor. You have to have consideration for your neighbor. You just can't let your kids run amok and run wild and do what they want to do because it could be, irritating and bothering somebody else. So we have to be respectful of that. And a lot of times in the neighborhood, we are not respectful of that because we feel like we paid what you paid and I'm going to do what I want to do. So the respect thing is out the door for me. And that was my take on it. Anybody else can jump in and give me their take on it.
My take is that's a neighborhood with nothing but single parents or whatever with children. If you don't like children, whether they're white, blue, green, red, black, or red, blue, you don't need to be in that neighborhood. You have no business. If you thought you was all that and mighty, you shouldn't have been in that particular neighborhood because that neighborhood wasn't for you.
I agree.
But I argue with that.
My take.
Go ahead, Z.
Go ahead.
I mean,
no,
you go ahead. No, I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay. Well, my take on it was also as Sharon said, I'm riding with you there. But when I looked at the documentary, I was like, because I've looked at different communities in this state and where I've been, I've seen the single parents moving in those neighborhoods later. So I'm thinking maybe this lady was already there. Maybe it was an older crowd in that neighborhood. I'm just thinking out loud. Maybe not.
Diva, correct.
If you'd have watched the documentary, you'd have known that she was not there. You must didn't watch it.
Maybe I missed that part. Okay.
You must have.
Or the documentary.
Okay. Well, I missed that part. Well, anyway, I missed that part, Janice. I'm sorry about that.
Cheers.
I need one of those.
No, you don't.
But yes, same. But like I said, I piggyback Sharon on that. I mean, you just and you, Anthony, respect. You got to respect wherever you are. If you got kids or whatever, also on that. And the lady should. I mean, nothing. Bottom line to it. Hey, if you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, probably better get on out of there.
Now, do you think that Miss Lawrence's complaint, all the complaints she made, do you think they were racial based, or they were fueled off something else, or you think they were racial based? Was she just that irritated over the kids, or because she did make a lot of racial?
That woman was a miserable old lady. She was just miserable, but she was mostly because of where she was at. She was in a neighborhood where it wasn't just black people there. There was a mixture of black and white. So there was a mixture. So maybe she didn't even like, she didn't even like that integrating, or she just think she was a nitpicking person. Was saying, "Ooh, I'm gonna mess with somebody today," and that's how she woke up every morning.
And I'm going to say this, that when you looked at the movie, and it's only a small depiction of the people in the neighborhood because they only showed a few people. So we don't know what the rest of the neighborhood looked like. However, what I did see is middle to lower class Caucasians, African Americans, and then biracial families. I did see that in that there. When you looked at her, to me, she did not mesh with those people. She did not mesh there with me at all.
No.
She was somewhere. Didn't. I don't know if she had a hard time. She was a doctor, but I don't know if she fell on hard times and that's what she could afford. but she happened to fall in a place where
Man, that woman probably was married and her husband left her for somebody else that was in that race, and she just wants to be miserable. I need to read the history of her biography.
she had 2 kidneys. She had 2 kidneys.
That's part 2.
I think personally, with the whole show, I see some faults in the parents, because if that were my child and that lady would continue saying that, I'd have told my child to stay your butt over here. I don't want you over there.
Right.
Because I was feared that what I might have done to her. So I'd have told my child, don't go over there.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, that thing that borders like the respect factor. Like you said,
exactly.
stay from over there. You know this lady has a problem. Stay from over there.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's not even
Yes,
on
get
your
that.
ground. Yeah. I'm sorry, Zeke.
Absolutely. I'm with you, Anthony. Get that switch and go get that and tear that ass up. Excuse me. Yeah, back to that.
But 2 years of torment.
Sorry, put me in
2
jail. I'm
years,
going
it's
to
like
you get
almost like that woman would have.
Hey, you get your butt out of their yard, out of that lady's yard. You got to tear some ass up. I'm sorry.
It wasn't, first of all, it wasn't her yard. But I think what the policeman made a mistake, and this is just my opinion. I do believe if it was the other way around, and called him for 2 years, they'd have did more than what they had to do. But I think because she was her color.
They said something, Jen. I don't know if you remember what the lady said something. Miss Lawrence said something to the police officer, and the police officer told her that's a civil matter, and we don't handle civil matters. The only thing we can do is a report. We can make a report. But something she said something about, well, you can charge them for something, and he said that's a civil matter, and we don't handle civil matters.
However, I still say this, because even the policeman knew she was full of it, because you could hear when they said this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Well,
they knew.
Well, they had came out so many times, y'all. That's just what got me. I was like, really?
Now, me
and
personally,
I've seen and
go ahead. I'm sorry, Zeke. Go ahead, Zeke.
No, I'm just saying I've seen that around here. They keep coming out. Somebody, I'm like, if you ain't gonna take them to jail, can you take me to jail? Because y'all doing something, because you keep on letting something fester. It's like a molehill. Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
Yeah.
Handle it.
I really think the police officer didn't handle it well. I just really do in my heart, and I could be wrong. God forgive me. If it was the other way around, they'd have gave somebody a ticket and saying that you're calling too much. They would have did something. They would have did something.
They need to do something.
And then
even if it's wrong, do something.
You could tell the lady had some mental health. I don't care what PhD she had. She was crazy.
Yeah, she was crazy.
Really Absolutely.
So that brings me to this: the stand your grounds law. Do you feel it's being abused?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially for African Americans.
Yeah, it's abused. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Well, they said, let me get my statistics on that if I can find it right quick. It says stand your ground laws have been linked to an 8% to 11% increase in homicide rates, roughly 700 additional deaths each year. It also said research has found huge racial disparities, with white Americans much more likely to find success with self-defense claims, particularly when they kill Black people. So to me, it's like they use that as a scapegoat. That's the first thing they holler is stand your ground. And it's not stand your ground. So we first knew of stand your grounds with, what's the kid that in Florida that was killed over the Skittles bag? What was his name?
I forgot his name.
Trayvon
Martin.
Yeah, that's when it first came about, the stand your grounds with Trayvon Martin. And it's been ongoing ever since, and occurring more. It's occurring more often now, but a lot of states do have, I think 37 states have the stand your grounds law. They differ in laws a little bit, but I think 37 states does have it. I don't think Arkansas was on the list though.
I just really feel that law wasn't for us.
Oh no.
That's just a way of killing more of us.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of lynching, they got a new way of lynching.
Yeah, they had to do that one so that they can kill. Literally, we kill ourselves first, and then they go ahead and finish us off.
Absolutely. Well, it brought back the old school days of the gunslingers.
Now
it's gun
Jaron
smoke
said,
again.
Jaron said, I deal with the same thing every day.
Then move.
I think those who know Jaron, Zeke, Diva, know. I think he's spoken to us about the issue he had at his residence.
Yeah,
with the
absolutely.
same issue. I think I was talking to Jaron the other night, and I told him, I said that the perfect neighbor reminds me so much of your issue there. But there's really the police to tell you nothing they can do.
There's nothing they can do.
But you just keep making reports, but there's nothing they can do. Nothing.
Just don't go out there shooting them, Jaron.
Okay.
And that's so and that's so crazy. If there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, nothing you can do. But make report. Keep making report.
Honey, I agree. She was racist.
Yeah,
she was racist.
She was racist. You can tell she was.
Yeah.
You can tell she was. You know, and she felt entitled and privileged, especially in the police department, because she told them she wasn't going. They would tell her to get up, they were going to arrest her, and she said no, she wasn't going.
She said, "I can't do." Did she say, I can't do that."
I can't do that, right? She said, "Yes, you can." Yes, you can. Come on.
That husband said she couldn't do that. Like they will say, "Okay, you can go home." And I do believe if she was black, they wouldn't have let her go home either.
She would have went the first night.
She would have went.
Yes.
Still been in there. And then if you notice, Janice and I both noticed on that. I'm pretty sure that you and Zeke probably noticed too, Sharon. That lady, when she went, I know that lady's hair was blonde or something. But when she was in court, it looked like totally.
Where she go get some Beijing?
I don't know.
She went through it. It didn't look like the same woman. Lost a lot of weight. She looked like a whole she was going through.
Well, she told you she couldn't do it.
She
couldn't do it, yeah.
She couldn't do it.
She could not do it because her hair was probably that natural color anyway. That's why she always was bleaching that junk.
And some of that bleach got to her brain, maybe. That could be it, yeah.
I think the police should have investigated her more, even when the kids said she was waving a gun at them.
Ooh, I didn't hear
y'all know Miss Oswella be up all time watching movies.
Yeah, they saw that the kids said that she waved a gun. She brandished a gun to them.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Now you see that?
I heard him say that.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Sure did. The boy said that she showed him a gun.
And I think that then the police officer or somebody asked her, did she own a gun? And she lived LIED.
She lied. And said she didn't.
Okay.
She did. She did.
All right.
And straight up, straight down, guys. Just a quick note here from Wikipedia. The Standard Ground Law, sometimes called a line in the sand or a no duty to retreat law, provides that people may use deadly force when they reasonably believe it to be necessary to defend against certain violent crimes, right, or self-defense. Under such a law, people have no duty to retreat before using deadly force in self-defense, so long as they are in a place where they are lawfully present. The exact details vary by jurisdiction.
You cranked your damn car, didn't you? You cranked your damn car tonight, didn't you?
Oh, the devil is a lie.
He sure is
So Janice, don't be going out front trying to shoot nobody.
Okay.
I'm just
okay. You did that. I'm so proud of you.
That fire got hot, didn't it?
Thank you so much, Janice. I thumbs up for your approval. Get the out of here.
Yeah, you did good.
Well, let's briefly go to the next one because we have went our hour mark, but we do want to discuss this next one here right quick. This is on David Pearce. And David Pearce, Janice brought this to my attention about David Pearce. Janice, you want to speak on that?
Basically, he was another P. Diddy. He said he was a director, but he really was a producer. And he was basically having girls come over, having sex with them. No, he was raping them, putting stuff in their drinks and stuff. And 2 girls happened to die. And when they died, he took one to one hospital, just dropped off like garbage, went to the other one hospital and then dropped her off like garbage. And he had a friend who was with him. He said that he thought they were just sleeping. Then when he found out there was something wrong, and he helped them drop them out at the hospital like garbage. And so they went to court. They said he'd been doing this for years. To people, drugging them. So it was almost like a P. Diddy. The only thing different is that these 2 girls died. And they gave him 146 years. And right now they're trying to figure out the guy that was with him, should they charge him? What do you think? If he took them girls with him and dropped them out like garbage, do you think they should be charged? Yeah, he's an accessory.
He's an accessory to that. So he should get the same charge.
And he's been doing it for years, so he's known it.
Yeah.
But did he say how many people he had, Miss Janice, the women that he did this to before they died? How many?
He probably didn't. He might as well, because he got 146 years. He ain't getting out. He might as well just fessed up.
He had multiple felonies.
Yeah, a lot of people came up to the court and then said he have done them the same way. And see, a lot of these people is they're not coming, and I don't know if they shame or what. They're not coming and saying this is what happened to me. So that's why they get away with it.
Right.
Then somebody have to die or go through what the other ladies did, and somebody got to be the first one to say this is what happened to me, and then they go, okay.
Well, you know,
what you say, Sharon? You went in and out.
Sharon, we couldn't hear you.
But Miss Janice, even when they do say something, look at them. Yes, ma'am. I was saying, Miss Janice, look at what they did to P. Diddy. Look at that girl. What's her name? She did be the one that tell it, but they still look like they slapped her in the face. Like,
who can?
Even when you do tell it, you still feel, you know, like justice still not served for you.
Right.
That's true.
They said that he was arrested and charged with multiple felonies, including rape, sexual assault, human trafficking, and drugging women for sexual exploitation. Abuse.
Well, what years was it? What did it give it years of how long he been doing it?
Well, they said they noted this in 2021. 2021. Yeah.
So to these young girls,
can y'all imagine?
But I kind of wonder sometimes those people with influence. Now, I'm not trying to discredit anybody for any kind of trauma or abuse, but I wonder sometimes when people have all this money and influence and could get you in rooms that you can otherwise get in, how much is that consensual until it comes down to people actually report it and you jump on the bandwagon? A lot of that thing, some of that
absolutely.
Stuff
is
absolutely. Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, probably 50, 60, 70%.
Come on, percent.
No doubt. Yeah,
well, anybody tell me, if they don't want to y'all tell me, hey, Sharon, you can come here, but see, you're going to have to get in where you fit in. If anybody, I don't want to y'all tell me I got to get in where I got to fit in, I'm 9 times going to get out. Because that means that you got to do some things that you normally wouldn't have to be doing, but you have to do that in order to fit in. You get me?
Listen, going back to the perfect neighbor, Connie said that she came out on the kids, but she couldn't come out to talk to the mother because she was an adult, because she knows she probably gonna get her butt whooped.
Right.
She came out to the mother. Jan also added that he can't stand those kids. Jan, I put you on the spot.
Jaren, I just want to tell you some sugar lock.
That man said I can't stand them kids.
Jaren, those kids are a blessing. This is the thing, and I'm not trying to be fun. I'm just straight up. If you don't want to be around kids, then you're going to have to move, sugar. Because you've been calling them forever and ever, and ain't nothing happening. You just going to have to move. Because kids are going to be kids. I have been over your house, and they have been screaming and this and doing that. But they were just playing. Kids play. So move, sugar.
But
when do you think the plan becomes excessive?
How can kids
because
be
they
excessive
laugh.
playing when it's early? Those kids that go outside to play. We have kids that are so on technology and on AI stuff that it's a blessing to see children
Thank you.
outside.
Yes.
But it should
What do
never
you
be a
mean
time.
excessive? It's
Well, I
nice
mean,
to
I
know.
don't think.
It's nice to know that kids can go outside. It's nice to know that our children still playing.
It's nice to know that kids go outside and play, but it is a point of excessiveness because at some point the
Yeah, I
kids
don't.
need to be in the house, in the bed, or at certain times people have rules that kids can't watch TV
Absolutely,
at a certain time,
absolutely,
especially if they're in school. So
absolutely,
there is excessiveness. There is excessiveness.
absolutely.
How about the kids might be more happy outside than inside?
That's
Well,
what it. That's what they need to do. I
that's a
think. I
family
think
problem.
Jaron is speaking. I think Jaron is speaking more inside. When he's inside, he ain't worried about him being outside playing a whole
Oh,
lot.
he worry about
I think it's
outside too. They do. They
outside
be
too.
loud. Yeah, they be loud. Now
Yeah.
they be loud inside too. But when you living
Oh yeah.
downstairs and you got a bunch of kids
Oh
running
yeah.
back
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
forth,
For
no, don't
sure.
get me wrong. That can be nerve wracking.
And that's one of the
And
Oh yeah.
downfalls of an apartment complex, though.
apartments,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
That's
For
the
sure.
downfall of an
Yeah.
apartment complex.
That's yeah.
You can't control
Absolutely.
footsteps and stuff upstairs, people walking and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I'm not trying
No.
to discredit the story, but I'm just saying that it's a lot of stuff that's far out of your control.
You can't
Far out
do
of your
Absolutely.
nothing.
control. Yeah.
Totally.
So
Back to
And
that.
Cornell said, and we know kids of today, they do disrespect elders and will curse you out.
They sure will. And they'll get cursed back.
we know.
Let one try to curse me, they're gonna get cursed back. And tell them bring their mama over. I curse her out too.
Jaron said they are still up at 3 a.m. Now that's
Ain't nothing you can
excessive.
do about that. Yeah.
Now ain't that excessive?
That's
Well,
excessive, but what can you do? That's
you
his
can't do anything
parents.
about it. You can't do anything about it.
My thing is when you have a problem, make a solution on it. Get the hell out of there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't
Don't
battle
stay
it
there.
because
Just get out of it.
no.
You
Yeah. Just get
ain't no
out
way
of
you're gonna win. Then they're gonna make it
no.
seem like
Yeah.
I know they're gonna make it seem like he's the problem and all that. So Jeremy, we don't want you to be trying to shoot nobody or nothing like that. So because I want to come over there and mess with you sometime. Not too long, not too soon, but anyway.
The world.
I'm just playing, Jeremy. I love you. I'm just playing with you. I'm trying to make fun.
And
But
Jaron,
no, you
Arkansas
did.
don't have a stand your ground law, so
Exactly.
No, they don't have.
I'm sure Jeremy
They
will
just
come
got
up with something.
I'm sure he would.
He gonna say they came in there, he was laying in the bed, and they tried to jump on him, then he had to shoot him.
But that would probably be true though.
But see, Miss Oswella, they didn't have no yard. Miss Oswella, they didn't have no yard. They got apartment complex, so they outside, like in duplexes and stuff. So it's a little taste of yard. So they really was just using the fields and out there in the streets. So it wasn't even other people's property. It was the public streets. So those kids were.
Well, they was in a lot, and if I'm not mistaken, Janice, correct me if I am, but didn't the landlord come and put no trespassing signs up, or did she do that?
Okay, it was a big field.
The landlord.
Part of the field was owned by another man. He put a no trespassing.
Okay.
The other yard, the man said, I don't care, they can play.
They can trespass.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it just happened to be near her, close to her.
By her, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know she said that the lady, Ajike, threw one of the no passing signs at her, and it hit her leg and cut her leg.
Right.
It should have cut up the road.
Wow, that's harsh. Well, she killed her, so that's not harsh. So
Yeah, it's still not.
no, it's not hard. So,
but I would have just going back with that.
That was because there was many times that Ajike had to hold. There was many times that she had to hold her composure. Because she didn't want to go to jail and lose her kids. But now her kid is done grown up, and hopefully they get that little money that they was raising for them through those fake GoFundMe things. I hate GoFundMe.
If you read the thing now, she's trying to sue the kids.
Who?
Miss Lawrence.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't see that part.
For her
She
defense.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's trying to sue them
For
for her
what?
depiction on the on Netflix. Her depiction. She's trying to sue those kids.
Wow.
Yeah, she's trying to sue that latest kid. Sure is.
Well, excuse me, but those
Wow.
pictures are from footages that was given to them,
The
like
body
from the
cam.
court. You know, they
Right.
have the body cam. They have the right to be able to show, and they have a right to be able to have a way to get funds that you cause. You know what? Again, that's another person that's never satisfied. That's a person that you can keep on going and on. They're gonna always. She's obsessed with
Right.
something.
But
Hate.
but but the crazy part about it is that you killed these kids' mother, and now you want to sue them.
That's
Like,
sad.
come on. Like, you really are sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's demented. She's really
Yeah.
sick. You know. And I don't think 25 years was enough.
No.
Well, I
Jimmy,
think
you
that
said they even kick your door and run. You know, you used to do it too. You used to ring the doorbell and run. You remember them days. You just getting back what you used to do. I know I did it.
Yeah,
That's dirty right there.
It's 12 minutes past. Y'all, it's
yeah,
hilarious.
it's 12 minutes past. So if any one of you have anything y'all want to say in closing, here's your time.
Well, I just want to say this whole podcast was interesting. I like the views, and it's sad. We just need to everything that's going on in the world, try to love each other and have some peace. That's all I want to say.
Excellent.
Zeke, you have
I
anything?
agree with Miss Janice. I agree with I agree with Diva. I agree.
Yeah. I really am. I really think tonight was a good night. It really was a good night.
It was
And
a
I've
beautiful night.
thoroughly enjoyed it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I also enjoyed Zeke
Zeke.
pulling his foot out of his butt.
Yeah, that ain't nothing new.
Look at God.
Look at
Look
God.
at them.
Look at God.
Look
So
at
as we
God.
close out tonight's conversation, let's take a moment to sit with the storms we've weathered, both the ones that raged across the land and the ones that shook us from within. Hurricane Melissa reminded us how fragile life can be when nature's force meets human vulnerability. The story of Ajike Owens showed us that justice is still a fight. One demands both courage and accountability. The government shutdown reveals the cracks in our system where policy meets people and where power too often forgets humanity. And the sentencing of David Pearce echoed a truth that long overdue, that silence and privilege cannot erase pain or delay justice forever. Through it all, one thing remains clear. These moments call us not to despair, but to awaken, to speak louder, stand stronger, and keep pushing for the change we all deserve. I'm your host, Tony, and this has been JAZS Chronicles, where real stories meet real people and truth never takes a day off. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, stay unshaken in your purpose, and good night. See y'all in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I get out of this thing.